karmic connection between parents and children. Teachings of Paramhansa, Yogananda. Have you ever looked at your child and felt a recognition so deep it seemed to transcend this lifetime? A knowing that whispered, I have loved you before? Have you ever wondered why your souls found each other in this vast universe? Why, among billions of possible connections, this particular child came to you and you became their parent? Was it destiny, coincidence, or something far more sacred? Have you felt moments when your relationship with your child seemed to carry the weight of something ancient, patterns that feel older than their young years, bonds that seem stronger than biology alone could explain? According to the great spiritual master Paramhansa Yogananda, these feelings are not imagination. They are glimpses into a profound spiritual truth. The karmic connection between parents and children runs deeper than blood, deeper than genetics, deeper than anything the physical world can measure. Your child did not come to you by accident, dear soul, and you did not become their parent by chance. You are bound together by invisible threads woven through lifetimes, brought together once again to continue a sacred dance of love, learning, and mutual evolution. Introduction to the teaching. What is this mysterious force that draws certain souls together as families? How do karmic connections form between parent and child? And most importantly, what does this ancient bond mean for your relationship today? In this profound exploration, we will journey into one of Paramhansa Yogananda's most transformative teachings about family and spiritual evolution. We'll discover how past life connections create present life relationships, why your child's soul chose you, and why yours chose them, and how understanding these karmic bonds can transform every moment of your parenting journey. Whether your relationship with your child flows with ease or challenges you at every turn, whether they bring you joy or test your patience, there is always a deeper spiritual purpose at work. You are not just a biological family, you are a karmic family, souls who have agreed to walk together on the path toward divine realization. This teaching is not about predetermined fate or spiritual debt that cannot be changed. Instead, it's about understanding the sacred opportunity that karmic connections provide, the chance to heal old wounds, complete unfinished lessons, and elevate each other toward higher consciousness. So, open your heart, dear soul, as we explore this magnificent mystery, because when you truly understand the karmic connection between you and your child, parenting becomes not just a role you play, but a sacred calling you fulfill. Let us begin this spiritual journey together, understanding karmic connections before we explore the specific bond between parent and child. Let us first understand what karmic connections truly are. Dear soul, many people hear the word karma and think of punishment or cosmic justice, but the reality is far more beautiful and purposeful. Karmic connections are the invisible threads that bind souls together across lifetimes. They are formed through intense emotional experiences, love, conflict, service, betrayal, healing, or profound learning shared between souls. As Paramhansa Yogananda taught, every soul you deeply touch and every soul that deeply touches you becomes part of your spiritual family for lifetimes to come. These connections are not random, they are created by the magnetic pull of unfinished emotional business, unlearned lessons, or deep love that transcends physical death. When two souls have experienced something significant together, whether beautiful or challenging, an energetic bond is formed that draws them back together in future lifetimes. Think of it this way. Imagine each intense relationship creates a golden thread between souls. Some threads are woven with love and gratitude, others with the need for forgiveness or understanding. These threads do not disappear when we die. They remain, drawing us back to the souls we need to encounter again. The beauty of karmic connections is that they always serve spiritual growth. Souls connected by past love return to love more deeply. Souls connected by past conflict return with opportunities for forgiveness and healing. Souls connected by service return to serve each other's highest evolution. This is why certain people feel familiar from the moment you meet them, why some relationships feel destined, and why family bonds often carry an intensity that goes beyond logic. You are not meeting for the first time. You are reuniting with souls you have known and loved before. Why souls choose to become family. Now let us explore the profound mystery of how souls choose to become family. Dear soul, in the spiritual realms, between lifetimes, souls have the opportunity to plan their next incarnation, including who will play the major roles in their upcoming life story. The choice to become parent and child is one of the most significant decisions a soul can make. It requires tremendous love and commitment, for family relationships provide the most intense and consistent opportunities for spiritual growth available in human experience. According to Paramhansa Yogananda, souls choose to become family when they have deep karmic bonds that can only be resolved through the intimate daily practice of unconditional love. Sometimes souls choose to return as family because they shared profound love in past lives and want to continue expressing that divine connection. A beloved friend might return as your child. A devoted parent might come back as your son or daughter. Other times, souls choose family relationships precisely because they need to heal something between them. Perhaps there was conflict, misunderstanding, or hurt in a previous lifetime that needs to be transformed through forgiveness and patience. The intensity of family bonds provides the perfect environment for this healing to occur. Some souls choose to be parent and child because one soul can provide exactly what the other needs for growth. A shy soul might choose a confident parent to learn courage. A rigid soul might choose a free spirited child to learn flexibility. An impatient soul might choose a child who requires extraordinary patience. The truth is, dear soul, both you and your child made this choice before you were born. At the soul level, you agreed to take on these roles, to love each other through whatever challenges might arise, and to help each other evolve toward greater spiritual awareness. This doesn't mean everything will be easy, but it does mean everything will be meaningful. The sacred roles we play in the grand theater of karmic evolution, parent and child, take on sacred roles that serve each soul's highest development. But here's what many don't realize, dear soul. These roles are not fixed. The soul, who is your child today, may have been your parent, your spouse, your sibling, or even your teacher in previous lifetimes. Paramhansa Yogananda beautifully explained this truth. In the cosmic play of reincarnation, souls exchange roles, like actors in a divine drama. The one who teaches today may learn tomorrow. The one who protects in this life may need protection in the next. Sometimes a soul who was once your beloved parent returns as your child, drawn by the love you shared, wanting to experience that same deep connection from a different perspective. The devotion you felt for them as your parent now flows toward them as your child, and their caring nature, once expressed as parental protection, now manifests as a child's sweet love for you. Other times, a soul you once hurt or who hurt you might return as your child, offering both of you the opportunity to transform pain into compassion, conflict into understanding. The child who challenges your patience may be the same soul who struggled with anger toward you in a past life, and now both of you have the chance to learn gentleness together. Some souls choose the parent-child dynamic because it provides unique opportunities for service and sacrifice. The soul who becomes your special needs child might be offering you the gift of developing unconditional love, while simultaneously learning to receive love and care they may have been unable to accept before. The beautiful truth is that there are no victims in these karmic arrangements, only volunteers. Every soul involved has agreed at the deepest level to play their role in this sacred drama of mutual evolution. Understanding this can transform how you see difficult moments with your child. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you can ask, "What are we learning together? How is this serving both our soul's growth?" When love transcends lifetimes, the most beautiful karmic connections between parents and children are those forged in pure love. Souls who have shared such profound affection that they choose to reunite again and again, lifetime after lifetime, to continue expressing this divine bond. These are the relationships that feel effortless from the beginning. The child who seems to understand you without words, who brings you joy simply by existing, who feels like a gift you somehow earned through countless lifetimes of love. The connection is so natural, so flowing, that parenting feels less like work and more like a continuous celebration of mutual adoration. As Paramhansa Yogananda taught, when souls love truly and deeply, that love becomes eternal. They will find each other across all barriers of time, space, and physical form until they merge back into the divine together. Perhaps in a past life, you were devoted friends who promised to never lose each other. Maybe you were a couple whose love was so pure it transcended the physical realm. Or you might have been a teacher and student who shared such genuine care that the bond could not be broken by death. Now, in this lifetime, that same love flows between you as parent and child. The joy you feel in their presence is not just biological, it's the recognition of a beloved soul you have cherished before. The pride you feel in their accomplishments carries the warmth of lifetimes of mutual celebration. These children often seem wise beyond their years because they are old souls who have loved you for eons. They may comfort you in ways that seem impossible for someone so young, or they may bring you insights that feel like messages from your own higher wisdom. But even these beautiful connections serve spiritual purpose. They remind you what divine love feels like. They heal any doubts you might have about your worthiness to be loved, and they provide a safe space for both souls to develop greater capacity for expressing unconditional affection. Healing ancient wounds. Not all karmic connections between parents and children are formed from past love, dear soul. Some of the most challenging and ultimately transformative relationships arise from souls who have unfinished emotional business to resolve together. These are the relationships that feel difficult from early on. The child who seems to resist your love, who triggers your deepest insecurities, who appears to challenge every value you hold dear. The parent child dynamic that feels more like a spiritual battlefield than a loving sanctuary. But according to Paramhansa Yogananda, these challenging connections are often the most sacred of all. He said, "The souls who irritate you the most are often the ones who love you enough to help you grow. They return to give you another chance to respond with wisdom instead of reactivity. Perhaps in a previous lifetime, you were the one who was difficult, and this soul was patient with you. Now, the roles are reversed, and they're offering you the same gift of patience they once received. Maybe you hurt each other through misunderstanding or fear, and now you both have the opportunity to choose love instead. The child who triggers your anger might be teaching you patience. The one who seems ungrateful might be helping you learn to give without expecting return. The one who feels distant might be showing you how to love without attachment. These karmic healing relationships require tremendous courage from both souls involved. The child's soul agrees to be difficult, not out of cruelty, but out of love. They know that only through this challenge can old patterns be broken and both souls be freed. Your role, dear soul, is to meet their unconscious gift with conscious response. Every time you choose patience over anger, understanding over judgment, love over fear, you're rewriting the karmic script between you. You're healing wounds that may have persisted through multiple lifetimes. The gift of karmic completion, one of the most profound gifts that karmic connections between parents and children can offer, is the opportunity for karmic completion, the resolution of old patterns that finally frees both souls to move forward in their spiritual evolution. This completion happens when the lessons embedded in your karmic connection have been fully learned and integrated. The patience has been developed, the forgiveness has been given, the love has been expressed, or the service has been completed. When this occurs, there's often a palpable shift in the relationship. The child who once challenged you constantly may suddenly become more peaceful. The relationship that felt like constant work may begin to flow with greater ease. The old triggers may lose their power, and new dynamics based on mutual respect and genuine affection may emerge. Paramhansa Yogananda described this beautiful process. When karmic debts are paid through love and understanding, souls are freed to relate to each other as divine friends rather than karmic partners. The relationship transforms from necessity to choice, from duty to pure love. Sometimes this completion happens gradually over many years. Other times, it occurs through one profound moment of mutual forgiveness or understanding. Occasionally, it's marked by your child reaching a certain age or milestone when the primary karmic lesson has been mastered. This doesn't mean your relationship ends. Quite the opposite. It means your relationship can now be based on who you both truly are, rather than what you needed to heal together. You can love each other freely, without the weight of ancient patterns pulling you into old dynamics. The goal of every karmic relationship is this completion, the transformation of old bonds into new freedom, the evolution from past conditioning to present choice, the graduation from karmic family to divine family, beyond karma, souls in service. While understanding karmic connections is profound, there's an even higher purpose that some parent child relationships serve, dear soul. Beyond healing old wounds or continuing ancient love, some souls choose to become family, specifically to serve a divine mission together. These are the children who seem to carry a special spiritual presence from birth. They may be naturally compassionate, unusually wise, or gifted with abilities that serve others. Their parents often feel called to support not just their personal growth, but their soul's contribution to the world. Paramhansa Yogananda taught that some souls incarnate together not for their own karma alone, but to serve the greater spiritual evolution of humanity. The parent becomes the guardian of a mission. The child becomes the expression of divine love in action. This might manifest as raising a child who becomes a healer, teacher, artist, or leader who touches many lives. It could be supporting a special needs child whose very presence teaches others about unconditional love and acceptance. Or it might mean nurturing a sensitive child who will grow up to help heal the emotional wounds of their generation. In these relationships, the karmic connection serves something larger than personal growth. It serves divine will expressed through human love. The parent's role becomes less about resolving past issues and more about providing the perfect environment for a soul's sacred work to unfold. These children often choose their parents very specifically, not just for what they need to learn, but for the unique gifts, circumstances, or understanding their parents can provide to support their mission. If you sense this deeper calling in your relationship with your child, trust it. Your intuition about their special purpose is likely accurate, and your role in supporting their spiritual mission may be one of the most important services you'll ever perform. Living the connection consciously. Now that we understand the depth of karmic connections between parents and children, how do we live this knowledge in our daily lives, dear soul? How do we parent with awareness of these sacred bonds while still handling the practical challenges of raising a human being? The answer lies in conscious relationship, approaching your child with the awareness that you are both souls on a spiritual journey, temporarily playing the roles of parent and child, but eternally connected as divine beings seeking to know love more completely. This means seeing beyond behavior to the soul beneath. When your child is difficult, you remember that their soul may be offering you a gift of growth. When they're delightful, you recognize the continuation of love that spans lifetimes. When they're struggling, you understand that you're both working through something sacred together. Conscious parenting from a karmic perspective involves regular reflection. Ask yourself, what is this relationship teaching me? How am I growing through my connection with this soul? What gifts are we exchanging? that go beyond the obvious parent-child dynamics. It also means treating your child with the reverence due to a soul friend. Yes, you must guide them, teach them, and set boundaries, but you do so with the recognition that this soul has chosen to trust you with their growth, just as you've chosen to trust them with yours. Paramhansa Yogananda reminded us, honor the eternal in your child while caring for the temporal. Love the soul while guiding the personality. Serve their highest evolution while meeting their human needs. This conscious awareness doesn't make parenting easier, but it makes it infinitely more meaningful. Every interaction becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth. Every challenge becomes a chance for deeper understanding, and every moment of love becomes a celebration of divine connection. The ultimate purpose, divine love, as we reach the deepest understanding of karmic connections between parents and children, we must ask, what is the ultimate purpose of these sacred bonds? Where are they leading us? What is the final destination of all this spiritual evolution we're experiencing together? The answer, dear soul, is beautifully simple. Divine love. Every karmic connection, every challenging lesson, every moment of healing and growth is ultimately guiding us toward the experience of unconditional, unlimited, divine love. Through our relationships with our children, we learn to love beyond conditions, beyond behavior, beyond our own preferences and expectations. We discover love that exists simply because the beloved exists, not because they meet our needs, fulfill our dreams, or behave in ways we approve of. Paramhansa Yogananda taught that the love between parent and child is a training ground for divine love. As you learn to love your child without limits, you prepare your heart to love God without conditions. Every act of patience, forgiveness, sacrifice, and celebration in your relationship with your child expands your capacity for the infinite love that is your true spiritual nature. The karmic connections that brought you together serve this ultimate purpose, whether forged in past love or designed to heal old wounds, whether flowing easily or requiring tremendous growth. All these bonds are teaching you and your child how to embody divine love in human form. Eventually, when enough love has been exchanged, enough healing has occurred, and enough wisdom has been gained, the karmic connection transforms into something beyond karma, pure spiritual friendship. You no longer need each other for growth. You choose each other for joy. The relationship becomes a celebration of divine love rather than a classroom for learning it. This is the magnificent destiny of all conscious parent-child relationships. To love each other into remembering your true divine nature, and then to love the whole world with that same boundless heart. Closing message. Dear soul, if you've journeyed with me through this sacred exploration, you've just received one of the most profound spiritual teachings available to any parent. You now understand that your relationship with your child extends far beyond this single lifetime. You are connected by invisible threads of karma, love, and divine purpose that span eternity. You've learned that your child did not come to you by accident, but by divine design. Whether your connection was forged in past love or created to facilitate healing, whether your relationship flows easily or challenges you deeply, there is always a sacred purpose being served. You now know that every moment with your child is an opportunity for spiritual growth. Every challenge is a chance for deeper understanding, and every expression of love is a step closer to divine realization. You are not just raising a child, you are participating in the sacred dance of souls helping each other return to God. Take this wisdom gently into your daily life. The next time your child triggers a strong reaction in you, remember that your souls have chosen this moment for growth. When they fill your heart with joy, celebrate the continuation of love that transcends time itself. When relationships feel difficult, trust that healing is occurring on levels deeper than you can see. Remember, dear soul, that you and your child are both spiritual beings having a human experience together. Honor the eternal connection while caring for the temporary roles. Love the soul while guiding the personality. Trust the divine purpose while handling the human challenges. If this teaching has touched your heart and opened your awareness to the sacred nature of your relationship with your child, please share it with other parents who might benefit from this spiritual perspective. Like this video if it brought you clarity about your family connections, and subscribe for more teachings that can transform your understanding of love, relationships, and spiritual growth. I invite you to share in the comments below. What recognition did this teaching bring you about your connection with your child? Have you sensed the deeper spiritual bonds between you? How has understanding karma changed your perspective on your family relationships? Your insights might be exactly what another soul needs to hear on their journey. Until we meet again in this sacred exploration of spirit, may you see your child with eyes of eternal love. May you recognize the divine purpose in every moment you share. And may you always remember that in loving your child consciously, you are participating in the healing and awakening of all souls everywhere, with infinite blessings on your journey as both parent and eternal soul. Dear one,